Welcome to the canals of Xochimilco, a UNESCO World Heritage Site just south of Mexico City. Here, vibrant Trajineras, colorful gondola-like boats glide through ancient waterways. It's a place of celebration, of music, of life. But travel deep enough into this network of canals and you'll find something else entirely. A place where the laughter fades, replaced by an unsettling silence. An island where the trees bear a strange and disturbing fruit. Thousands of weathered, decaying dolls. This is La Isla de las Muñecas, the island of the dolls. It's a place born from tragedy, shaped by obsession, and now stands as one of the world's most haunting memorials. For decades, it was the private world of one man, driven by a ghost he could never escape. Today, we're re-venturing into the heart of this eerie island to uncover the story of Don Julian Santana Barrera and his chilling 50-year vigil. How did this beautiful, serene landscape become a shrine to the macabre? The answer lies in a story of profound grief, isolation, and a devotion that blurred the lines of reality itself. Our journey begins not on the island, but in the dark, murky waters that surround it. According to local legend, a young girl tragically drowned near this small patch of land, her life cut short in the labyrinthine canals. Her body was found, but her spirit, it is said, never left. Not long after, a man named Don Julian Santana Barrera chose to leave his family and his life behind, seeking solitude on this very island. He built a small hut, tended his crops, and tried to live a life of quiet isolation. But he soon found he was not alone. He began to hear whispers, footsteps, and the tormented cries of a young girl in the darkness. He felt a presence, an unseen entity that shared his isolated world. Convinced it was the spirit of the drowned girl, he became tormented by her sorrow. He felt her pain, her loneliness, and he believed she was reaching out to him for solace. He was not a superstitious man by nature, but the experiences were too real, too persistent to ignore. The island's tranquility was shattered by a spectral resident, and Don Julian knew he had to do something to appease the restless soul that haunted his every waking moment. One day, floating in the canal, Don Julian found a doll. It was likely the drowned girl's own toy, lost in the water alongside her. Seeing it as a sign, a gift for the spirit, he picked it up and hung it from a tree. He hoped this small offering would comfort the lost soul and quiet her cries, but the whispers didn't stop. The feeling of being watched only intensified. So he found another doll and another. His mission began. For the next 50 years, Don Julian dedicated his life to collecting dolls. He would fish them from the canals, trade his homegrown fruits and vegetables for them with boaters passing by, and even scavenge them from the trash in nearby towns. He didn't care if they were new or old, pristine or broken. In fact, the more weathered and damaged they were, the more he seemed to prefer them. He saw them not as toys, but as vessels, guardians for the young girl's spirit. Each doll was a protector, a companion for the ghost he believed was his sole companion on the island. As we walk the island today, the scale of his 50-year obsession is staggering. Look around. Every tree, every fence post, every wall of his small shack is covered. Dolls in every state of decay hang from branches like grotesque fruit. Their plastic eyes, many now empty sockets, seem to follow your every move. Some are missing limbs, their torsos hollowed out by the elements. Others are covered in cobwebs and grime, their once bright dresses now faded rags. You see doll heads impaled on stakes, tiny plastic hands reaching out from the undergrowth. The sheer number is overwhelming, but it's the details that truly disturb. A doll with its hair matted by mold, another with a single unblinking glass eye. The air is thick with the smell of damp earth and decaying plastic. The gentle breeze rustles the leaves, causing the dolls to swing and creak, creating a symphony of unsettling sounds. It feels like they're whispering to each other, sharing secrets in a language only they and Don Julian could understand. This isn't just a collection. It's an environment, a world he built piece by agonizing piece. Imagine the isolation. Don Julian lived here alone with only the dolls and the spirit for company. Was he a man consumed by grief for a child he never knew? Or was he descending into a private madness, fueled by solitude? His family has said he wasn't crazy, but that he was simply chosen to care for the spirit. He created a reality for himself where these dolls were not just objects, but essential guardians. He believed they came to life at night, animating to protect the island from evil and to keep the young girl's spirit company. He would move them around, change their clothes, and even talk to them as if they were his own children. He called one of his favorite dolls Agustinita, believing she held special power. This wasn't just a hobby. It was a deeply spiritual, all-consuming ritual. It was his life's work. The line between devotion and delusion is often thin, and on this island, Don Julian walked that line every single day for half a century. He sacrificed everything: his family, his connection to the outside world, for this singular haunting purpose. The story of the Island of the Dolls takes its final, tragic turn in 2001. Don Julian, then an old man, was fishing in the same spot where he believed the little girl had drowned decades earlier. He was with his nephew, telling him that the spirit in the water was calling to him, asking him to join her. His nephew left to tend to some chores, and when he returned, he found his uncle's body floating face down in the canal in that exact same spot. He had died of a heart attack and fallen into the water. In a chilling twist of fate, the man who had dedicated his life to appeasing a drowned spirit met the very same end. His death added another layer to the island's dark legend. Some say his own spirit now resides here, joining the girl and the thousands of dolls he left behind. They say that now it's his whispers you can hear among the trees. The guardian of the dolls has become one of the island's ghosts. After Don Julian's death, the island was no longer a private sanctuary of grief. His family, recognizing its unique and haunting allure, opened it to the public. What was once the isolated world of one man became a dark tourist destination. Visitors now come from all over the world, bringing their own dolls to add to the ever-growing collection. They leave offerings, take photos, and try to connect with the island's palpable energy. Many claim to have paranormal experiences here, hearing whispers, seeing the doll's eyes move, or feeling an inexplicable sense of dread. The island has become a living, breathing entity, its story constantly evolving with each new visitor and each new doll hung from its branches. It's a testament to how a personal tragedy can transform into a public legend. A place where folklore and reality are forever intertwined. It's now managed as a chinampa, a traditional floating garden, but its true crop is the chilling folklore it cultivates. So what is the legacy of the La Isla de las Muñecas? It's more than just a spooky tourist spot. It's a profound, if unsettling, monument to human emotion. It's a raw, unfiltered look at how we process grief, loss, and the fear of the unknown. Don Julian's Island is a work of art, albeit an unintentional and deeply disturbing one. It forces us to confront our own feelings about death, the supernatural, and the depths of human obsession. The weathered faces of the dolls are mirrors, reflecting our own anxieties. Are they protectors, or are they a warning? Are they a symbol of undying devotion or a portrait of madness? Perhaps they are all of these things at once. The island stands as a powerful symbol of Mexican folklore, a dark jewel in the crown of Xochimilco's vibrant culture. It reminds us that even in the most beautiful places, stories of sorrow and mystery can take root and grow into something both terrifying and beautiful. As our boat pulls away from the shore, the dolls slowly recede into the foliage, their silent watch continuing as it has for decades. The island keeps its secrets, its whispers carried on the wind. The story of Don Julian and the drowned girl is now woven into the fabric of this place, as much a part of the landscape as the trees and the water. It's a powerful reminder that some stories never truly end. They simply wait for the next person to come and listen. Thank you for joining us on this journey to the Island of the Dolls. If you found this story as fascinating as we did, please like, share, and subscribe for more explorations into the world's most mysterious places. What do you think about Don Julian's story? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious.